What does it mean to be an urban monk, and how important was it having such a, it's obviously a very clever name. How important was that in you being able to get out there and to get your message out there and have the impact you want to have?
That was a painful growth edge for me. I put it to you that it's a lot easier being enlightened sitting in some ashram in the Himalayas. All I'm doing is focusing on my navel, and the work is hard, but I have this whole battery of problems that other people have that I have let go of so that I can focus on my spiritual upbringing. And when I was actually in India, I was in an ashram, and I'm like, man, I don't get it. Like this, I don't feel like I belong here. And he's like, you don't belong here. You speak good English. You're educated. You've learned what you need to learn here. Get out, go back to your world. And you're not to live the path of an ascetic. You are a householder. Go get a career, take on a family, and live the life of a householder, and then translate what you've learned here. Man, that was rough. That's like, you got to calculate your trajectory coming in from orbit, because it's, in early days, Dr. Pedram was a little preachy, right? Like, oh, well, you obviously don't have your health together because you don't meditate for 3 hours a day. Ha ha, And it was this thing where it's like you coming from this high on the horse place from an ascetic lineage that does not translate into the lives of the people I was trying to help. And then I said, look, if I'm now committed to being a householder and helping my fellow humans, where's the translational gap? And so there's a couple really rough years of just like, oh, wow, okay.
Probably also you trying to figure out, like, you don't fit in either setting.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was standing between two worlds, and I'm like, okay, so how does one become an urban monk? Oh, you don't have 3 hours to do yoga. You don't have 90 minutes. So here's how you take 5 breaths in between your meetings. I guess the best way I could describe it is when I first came out of the monastery, I would stand on the top of the hill and be like, come to me, people. Right? Instead of just walking down into the marketplace and handing out flowers and smiling at people and blessing them. And then they're like, who's that guy? Right? Can you help me? And you're like, yeah, you should probably breathe. Right? And so it was a radical reorientation, and I think a misread of all the scripture between ascetic and householder lineages that had to burn its way through this poor guy. Lost my hair in the process, right? But then I was like, okay, I get it. You cannot have a householder live an ascetic lifestyle, and the ones that do are stressed out because they feel guilty that they didn't do all this other crap all day. And they don't have time for the crap that they already signed up for, let alone the ascetic lineages.